I mean, the one time I remember somebody using. Oh, he did in one comic. Okay, gotcha. All I remember, like, the only time I remember, like, planets being used as weapons was in Gurren Lagann, where they just picked up galaxies and just used them as shurikens. Just, like, fucking throwing discs. Oh, man. Good old Tengen Topper, Gurren Lagann. I need to rewatch that, just for the old time's sake. Bat might throws galaxies. There's always someone. There's always one. There's always one that just does that casually. Alright, next one. Magic Bus. Not Magic School Bus. Just Magic Bus. Alright, here we go. Safe. The highest rated one so far as well. As of 2000, SCP-1958 has been placed in a stable orbit of Earth's Sun at a distance of 1.8 AU and is not currently visible from Earth by the naked eye. Not sure what AU means. The Foundation is to monitor professional and amateur astronomical publication for any indication that SCP-1958 has been sighted and is to suppress any publication of information regarding its composition or trajectory. On 2000, a 3-man survey team deployed from Foundation Lunar Facility 2-A was successful in reaching and entering SCP-1958, inventorying its contents, installing equipment to facilitate further monitoring, and retrieving components and artifacts deemed noteworthy. All artifacts recovered from SCP-1958 are to be archived at Reliquary 32 for further examination. SCP-1958 is to be returned to Earth if and when a suitable method for its acquisition and transit is devised. Recovered photo of SCP-1958 prior to its launch. A Volkswagen, eh? Let this be a normal field trip. Oh, I read this one. I'm going to ignore, because I feel like the rest of it was a bit of a spoiler. So I'm going to ignore that part for now. SCP-1958 is a 1950 Volkswagen Type 2 Samba bus, often referred to as a microbus, currently located approximately 1... Oh wait, never mind, you're saying AU is alternate universe. Gotcha. Understood. Million kilometers from the Earth's Sun, in a region of interplanetary space near the orbit of Mars. Prior to the establishment of Foundation monitoring in 2000, SCP-1958 had been moving away from the Sun at a constant velocity of approximately 130 km per hour. Aside from a severed coolant line on the undercarriage and a small dent on the rear fender, SCP-1958 does not appear to have received any significant damage. The phrases Star Mobile and Alpha Centauri or Bust have been spray painted in English on the side panels of SCP-1958. Analysis indicates that SCP-1958's trajectory prior to Foundation contact would have been placed in the vicinity of the star Alpha Centauri A in approximately 37.2 million years. That means alternate universe, no spoilers, gotcha. This time Tabos got me again. Oh man. Are you? So I'm assuming you were watching me on the phone then. SCP-1958 has undergone heavy aftermarket mechanical modification. Oh god. That phone is on, has a whole mission to make sure that every time you write something in chat that at least one word is not fully correct. The interior cabin and engine compartment have been made airtight, with a small section near the rear doors being converted into an airlock. The original glass windows have been replaced with a shatterproof acrylic, and the exterior surface have been treated with an unknown chemical additive, rendering them nearly impervious to penetration by space debris. The gas tank has been replaced with a fuel cell that appears to be based on advanced theories of redacted, not developed until several decades after the date at which SCP-1958 is presumed to have left Earth. No modifications have been made to the driver's control or to the dashboard display. During exploration, the survey team noted that the steering wheel, gas and brake pedals and gear shift function to alter SCP-1958's speed and direction in a manner consummated to a vehicle being driven on the Earth's surface. Wait, that's a great SCP idea. Write that down. I think you I don't have to write that down because it's happening live. The following artifacts were discovered within SCP-1958's cabin upon exploration. The skeletal remains of an adult human male, approximately 21 years of age, identified as William, who was reported missing in the summer of 1950 while attending classes at the University of California, San Francisco. Skeletal remains of one adult female domestic cat, Felis sylvestris catus. Forensic analysis indicates the cat was pregnant at the time of death. 4 bedrolls and pillows. A supply of clothing styles typical of late 1950s American youth culture for several adults of mixed gender. A partially exhausted supply of dehydrated food. Remaining stores sufficient to feed 4 adults for approximately 3 months. A chemical toilet and water filtration equipment intended to recycle drinking water from urine, feces, and sweat. A sentient phone that wants you to always make typos. There you go. Maybe you can write that yourself. You got the inspiration from yourself. You might as well make it happen. And one day in the future, once I get to read that, I'll be like, I was there. I was there when Zeno created this greatness. I got to witness the inspiration come to their mind, to their head. And everybody's like, oh yeah, prove it. I'm like, watch my video of SCP-1958. You can see it happening right there live. An atmospheric scrubbing system sufficient for removing exhaled carbon dioxide from the cabin and introduced oxygen produced as a waste product of the engine. A seed bank containing seeds from several thousand domestic plants and freeze-dried fertilized of several dozen livestock and domesticated animals. A water pipe containing cannabis residue, of course. 1 syringe and an empty vial. Chemical analysis indicated the vial and syringe had been used in the storage and injection of heroin. Blueprints and technical diagrams relating to the modification made to SCP-1958's engine. 1 acoustic guitar. 1 pair of bongo drums. A set of printed and handwritten star charts. The following books. Wait, what was this SCP? I was doing something. Basically a Volkswagen bus that was found in space. It ended up in space somehow. Howl and Other Poems, Allen Ginsberg, On the Road, Jack Kerouac, Collected Poems, 1934-1952, Dylan Thomas, Untitled Songbooks containing lyrics and guitar tablature for the songs of Woody Guthrie, Peter Seeger, and Hank Williams, in addition to several original compositions. The Voyage of the Space Beagle, A.E. Van Vogt, Jack Proton, Space Cop, M.K. Snyder. Worlds in Collision, Immanuel Velikovsky, Dynetics, L. Ron Hubbard, Space Brothers, A Guide to Our Galactic Next Door Neighbors, Rev. Abrax, Honey Chile Jackson, a handwritten diary identified as belonging to William. The means by which SCP-1958 initially left the Earth's surface is unknown. An examination of police reports and newspaper archives indicates that several bright lights and sonic booms were reported by residents of San Francisco on the evening of July 4th, 1950. During Independence Day, fireworks displays that could not be accounted for by pyrotechnics. Former residence was demolished to make way for new construction in 1975. Surviving friends and relatives have described as a beatnik who was active in counterculture circles and left-wing political causes, and who dabbled briefly with several new religious movements, including transcendental meditation, the teachings of Indian mystic Meher Baba, and the First Fifth Church of San Francisco. And we have short excerpt from Diary of William. Okay, we have a couple excerpts. Scooby-Doo solving mysteries in space. Well, they ain't solving mysteries, because they did. They went up there, chilled, and died. Second, third, 50. Brought the bus today. Wait. I brought the bus today. We hooked pretty much everything we own between the four of us to make the down payment. Jerry says it's perfect. Plenty of space inside for all of us. And plenty of room under the hood for the shit he's gonna need to pack in there. He says he'll be ready in a couple of months, but Susan wants to graduate before we go, so we probably wait until summer. Plenty of time to get everything else we need. Feels like it was only yesterday those 50th squares kicked us out of our heresy. They laughed when I told them Jackson was wrong, that Eggers was wrong, that Rand was wrong. There's magic up there, alright, but I'm not gonna sit here working 9 to 5 and wait for it to come to us. We're going to it. Heaven's up there, man. Just waiting for its angels. So okay, so he thought there was like some sort of like heaven or magic that he can collect. So he was like, we're going to space. Oh, sorry. 7th, 4th, 50. Blast off, first man in space. Take that, Khrushchev. Here it is, Independence Day. For the first time in history since the man started setting up his rules and his laws and his banks, there's 4 people in the universe who are really free. It's so beautiful up here. The Earth is getting smaller and smaller in the rear view mirror. I swear it feels like we're barely moving at all. But Jerry says we're pulling 82 on this thing. Ain't no pigs up there gonna pull us over. He says it'll be 3 weeks, 4 tops before we take it to Alpha Centauri. We'll a couple up and say goodbye to Mother Earth for one last time. Come on, get it off. So for some reason they did not run it, because like they clearly survived a couple weeks. But they still died. But from the looks of it, it wasn't because of it wasn't through starvation. Because like they still have food left. There was still food found by the Foundation. So something else. Maybe they got killed. Who knows? We're going to space. What do you mean I have to pay insurance? Yeah, like the space cops. You have insurance for this? 7750. Would you believe we can still get an AM on the Motorola? Outer space is rocking, man. 7950. We ran out of beer today. Sam cracked one open with breakfast when we noticed there was only 7 left. 4 Olympia, 2 Rainier, 1 course. We cracked it open with lunch, even let Susan's cat Milky drink some. Don't give the cat beer. She looks like she's gained some weight and since we took off. Everyone's kind of bummed about the beer situation, but it's all good. As soon as we land, we'll get some barley growing, and by next year we'll be brewing our own. 7th, 16th, 50. Jerry's dead. They took the cat? No. Yeah, they took the cat. That says here. Skeletal remains of an adult female domestic cat. Yeah, the cat fucking died. The cat, I have a soft spot for that. Man, your phone is not... No, your phone is really not letting you, man. Jerry's dead. Something bumped into us during our sing-along. James said it was probably just some space dust, but he wanted to go outside and check it out. He put on the spacesuit Susan made for him and climbed outside. He was on his way back when something else bumped us and he lost his grip. Susan and Sam were screaming as he just drifted away. I tried to turn around, but shit, man, I never learned how to drive. And these things handle like boats, even when they do have a road underneath them. By the time we got to him, he was dead. Susan won't stop bawling. They're gonna get married as soon as we landed. I've got my license and all. I was going to do the deed myself. We had to give her some pills to get her to sleep after I was back on course. It's a good thing we're halfway there by now. The sooner we can get out of this cramped little bus, the better. Wow. So how did Jerry die? Like, I guess whatever bumped into them killed him. Like it was probably like some space debris, and might have like knocked into his helmet, and like the helmet like visor just like popped. 7th, 19th, 50. Susan was dead when we woke up this morning. The needle was still in her arm. Oh, she overdosed on heroin then. On purpose for sure. Like I don't know how she got that much junk on here with her. She never touched that shit before in her life. Yeah, I mean, the guy she wanted to marry to died. Not only that, like you cannot really. There's no funeral. His dead body is just drifting in space. So yeah, that will push somebody to that extent. And second, they don't even know how close they are to this mystical place they're trying to get to. From all they know, like they still have months to go, and yeah, so I imagine Susan just couldn't take it. Plot twist: he actually 1, 2, 3, 3. I don't remember that one. You have to tell me again to refresh my memory. It's been a while. That's been like over a year now. I played Amazing Grace on the guitar and said a little something while Sam put her out the airlock. Maybe she'll find Jerry out there. Wait, how much? 3 days later? Nah, like the way they're drifting, probably not. 8th, 23rd, 50. Oh, yeah, yes, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Plot twist. That would be. Yes. I remember that one now. Yeah. Yeah. I wish it was the case, because then, you know, Susan would be like, oh, nice, you're still alive, we can still get married, but something's wrong, man. We should have made it by now. We haven't even seen Officer Intruder out the window. Are we going the wrong way? Did we go too far? I can't make any sense of these star charts. Cherry was the expert on all this shit. I'm just a philosophy major. Sam and I have been getting sick too. I've been getting weaker, and we got these splotches all over our bodies. Sam is having trouble eating, and he lost a tooth yesterday. The symptoms described are consistent with scurvy, a disease caused by vitamin C deficiency. You motherfuckers didn't think about scurvy? Examination of the food stores found abroad SCP-1958 indicates a grossly deficient vitamin C content. I haven't seen the cat in days, but I can smell something real bad. I think she must have crawled behind something and died. I hope we can make it soon. Ugh. Damn, this is just getting more and more depressing. 9th, 18th, 50. I can see the moon out the side window. Something's wrong, man. All this time out here and we're not even past the moon? Jerry must have fucked up the math. We'll never get there in time. I don't even think we can get back home anymore. I closed all the curtains once I saw it. I can't let Sam know. He's not holding his food down anymore. I'm not much better myself. This reminds me of 60 seconds. Oh? How come? Ow. 9th, 23rd, 50. I'm all alone now. Sam died this morning. He could barely sit up or see towards the end. He asked me if we were there yet. I told him, yeah, man. We'll be there tomorrow. Just get your rest. I didn't have the heart to tell him the truth. He asked me to read him, and death shall have no dominion. One last time. His eyes were closed by the time I finished. They never opened up again. I pushed him out of the airlock after he was gone. There's not going to be anyone left to push me out. That explains why when the Foundation found this bus there were like 4 sleeping pads but only like 1 dead body. 11th, 50. The stars are so fucking beautiful out here, man. And then he probably, yeah, died. Damn. This is a heavy one. I can see why it's so highly rated though. I can see why it's so highly rated. This is sad. Imagine just dying with your friends out on a space van. Yeah, like you all thought you're gonna get to this like magical heaven, and you think you're making progress this whole time, just for you to realize you barely got past your own moon, and all your friends died from different reasons.